Now, New South Wales has a new Premier, and the lefty lovies, well, they don't like him at all. You see, Dominic Perrottet is a conservative young man who unapologetically lives by his personal convictions. He's a religious person. He's got a strong commitment to his Catholic faith. He's pro-woman, pro-life, I should say, and he's actually married to a woman. There's a faux pas, isn't it? He's pro-life, he's married to a woman, and they've got 6 children together. He believes in freedom, in personal responsibility, and he believes in straight talk. And none of that, of course, endears him to the lovies who have variously mocked his religion, they've mocked his name, they've mocked his commitment to life and his commitment to gender normality. Had anyone made fun of, say, Anastasia Palaszczuk's name, well, they would have been labelled a misogynist and a racist and a whatever. No one, of course, mocked Malcolm Turnbull's claims to be a Catholic, nor Julia Gillard's, or Penny Wong's for that matter, long-term commitment to traditional marriage. Yes, you heard that right. I mention these things because they demonstrate the lovies only care about the tribe. The lefties are good, the conservatives are bad. And it's also why they cut Berejiklian such slack when her secret relationship with Daryl Maguire was exposed. You see, Gladys Berejiklian, I'm sure, is a very nice person, but she's also part of the Liberal left. And, of course, that's when the collective protection racket kicks in. And tonight's Talking Points memo, well, that's about the double standards of the left. And joining me to discuss them is Federal Vice President and all-around Liberal legend, Teena McQueen. Teena, thanks so much for joining me tonight. I hope you're well and looking forward to getting out into freedom in New South Wales next week.
Oh, look, I am, and it's been very exciting with the can-do Premier. The party's been rejuvenated. There's great excitement around it, Cory.
Well, I'm one that's excited because I know him. I think he's a thoroughly decent man and he should be a good Premier for you. But there are some things that have happened this week that I've just found extraordinary. And I want to go to point 1 of these talking points. Religious belief is rarely of interest to the media except when it's actually held by a conservative. And similarly, criticism of religious belief is also okay as long as it isn't done by a conservative. Now, I've had first-hand experience with this. In the Senate, I've seen shirts up there, if you're debating a life issue, you know, keep your rosaries off my ovaries. And if you're critical of another value or culture or religious system, you, of course, are then an intolerant bigot. This is a double standard of the left, and they've reeled it out in real time for Dominic Perrottet, haven't they?
They have. They're trying to sabotage a new Premier, a thoroughly decent man, as you say, but I think it's wearing thin with the public, Cory. The Australian public are fair-minded people, especially in New South Wales. All they're interested in now is outcomes coming out of this lockdown. You know, they don't care if their leader is red, white, blue, what religion he is. They just want outcomes, and Dominic is proving to deliver those outcomes. But their constant attack on his faith has been absolutely disgraceful. But they're very silly because those seats in the West where we have to win, both state and federally, are all faith-based seats. It doesn't matter what faith, but they all believe in something, Cory. And I think there's a great respect for a young man who has this strong faith and does accept it and fights back when the attacks come to him. It's an admirable quality in Dominic.
Yeah,
he doesn't shy away from it, Cory.
And what do they say, Teena? If you don't believe in something, you'll fall for anything. And this bloke will not fall for anything, unlike some others. All right, point number 2. Tony Abbott, another man of faith, he was condemned as a misogynist for looking at his watch while Julia Gillard was ranting in Parliament. And he was said that he's a homophobe for opposing same-sex marriage. Now, put the shoe on the other foot. Gillard was praised for calling Chris Pine a mincing poodle and also voted against same-sex marriage in 2012. Why are they treated so differently, Teena?
Who knows? In Gillard's case, I think she stated one time she didn't want to disrespect her parents, you know. It's disgraceful what they did to Tony, but as I said, people are over it now. But just imagine, Cory, imagine the outrage if these same reflections were put upon a Jewish or a Muslim leader. You know, the human rights are beyond it. Where are they now? silent. But as I said, the most important thing now is outcomes. People want to get back to work and they're not paying any attention to the noise of the ABC and the Guardian. And look, people have always, no one picked on Bob Hawke for being a boozer and a larrikin. No one picked on Julia Gillard for being an unmarried woman, and no one picked on Howard for simply being short. It's only the Conservatives they prey on. But like I said, times are changing. People are sick of it, Cory.
I think they are sick of it, Teena, and I think that people want to see performance. That should be the ultimate benchmark. And Dominic Perrottet has not shied away from saying, this is what I'm going to do. Tony Abbott was much in the same cloth, but maybe the times are better suited to young Perrottet than they were to the former PM.
I think they are. Sorry, Cory.
Sorry, Teena. I just want to go on to this. We might have another moment at the end of the show. But point number 3, you mentioned the ABC. An ABC radio host in Adelaide made sexist comments in respect to Conservative Liberal MP Nicole Flint's attire, and he received no public criticism, while a Liberal MP down here was forced to apologise for referring to another candidate as darling. Have a listen to Nicole Flint rebuking those comments.
Yesterday, Sunday Mail columnist and ABC radio journalist Peter Gers criticised the way I look. He criticised the fact that I wear stiletto heels, tight black pants that show my ankles, my pearl earrings, and he criticised my pearly smile. He also criticised me for wearing a range of coloured jackets. So, Mr. Gers, what I want to know is, what should a woman in politics wear? How about a garbage bag to match your rubbish views?
All right, Teena, there you go. An ABC presenter can dish it out to a Conservative Liberal MP, but when a Liberal MP refers to a lady as darling, and it might be, inappropriate, he's been forced to apologise. Again, the double standards, the ABC's out of control.
And ABC, they dismiss that as a joke. Nicole Flint looks great in anything, even a garbage bag, and she brushes this off. But Cory, I'm telling you, the times are changing. Dominic has been greatly accepted as the Premier of this state, and I urge you to refer to Dallas McInerney's wonderful column in the Sydney Morning Herald this week about what's wrong with the family man, a mortgage, and great values. We couldn't be in better hands.